Hey yo, what is good YouTube? It's your boy Hesy, back with another video, you feel me? Not just any video, a loadout video. Now listen, alright, now look, it's been a minute since I dropped the loadout video, and that is mainly because there is nothing really that's changed in DC. The meta is still the same, you know what I'm saying? Loadout's still the same, and your raids, basically you might as well say identical. You know, I'm not gonna say identical, but you don't have to change nothing in your loadout for, you know what I'm saying, to get a more damage cap. But like I say always, once a new DLC drops, I always drop new loadouts. Now, the new DLC drops in August. We don't know a specific date yet, but when the episode drops, I will drop the other loadouts for other powers. Although you might get one more loadout video out of me before the DLC drops, and that's just because, you know what I'm saying, I'll just do the most voted power because that's the power I might go. So right now, on stream, they made me go electricity. I was electricity for maybe a week, maybe two, but I have been precision. I have been precision for so long. I've been precision since this DLC came out, and I'm not gonna lie, I had my fun, and it's time for me to go back to my mic DPSing. So I'm back, Mike. I'm about to get this loadout to y'all, and we finna go crazy, man. I hope y'all boys enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and share this video with your league mates, your friends, and them boys that's in the watchtower that ain't doing no damage. Hey, hope y'all boys enjoy, and I'm gonna try and help y'all boys out the best way I can. Let's get it. All right, man. Like, y'all already know what time it is. When it comes to the artifacts, you already know what time it is. Now listen. Artifacts don't really change, you know what I'm saying? If you're a DPS main and you got all your artifacts, you know them bitches don't really change. And look, before I get into my artifacts, and you know what I'm saying, look, they all are mainly 200. I have one artifact that's 160, but I just want to say this right now. If you have 120 artifacts, don't stress. If you have 160 artifacts, don't stress. If your shit's at 80, you might stress a little bit, but still, do not stress, bro. I'm not gonna lie, you get your artifacts at the time you need them. Your damage will, you know what I'm saying, be based off your artifacts a little bit and your skill points. You know what I'm saying? Mainly your artifacts. But for the most part, do not trip on your artifacts. You know what I'm saying? As long as you have the right ones and you have them at least ranked 120 all around, you are decent. You have them ranked 160, you cruising. You know what I'm saying? You not OP because, you know what I'm saying, 200s make you fucking broken. But hey, 160 is gonna make you cooling, and you can still smoke people that have 200s. Now, if you have 200s, you are set. If you losing, something you're doing is wrong. All right. Now, let's get into this video. All right. So the artifacts I use for electricity, I use them for might and precision. So these artifacts can go all around. They're universal. So I use the transformation card. I use the transformation card for might and precision. I use the Eye of Gemini for might and precision. Lanera's amulet, I'm just call it the amulet. I only use this for one loadout, and that's for my melee loadout on my might side. Now, this artifact, you do not have to stress about getting. This is just an artifact that basically it's basically a suicide artifact. You're gonna kill yourself if you don't have a nice team to set you up, you know what I'm saying, to hold you back. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying, to hold you up. All right. So you got transformation card, Eye of Gemini. Sometimes I might throw a Scrap of the Soul Cloak, depending. I was in the midst of trying to, you know what I'm saying, figure out what's the right cheese, because I know some people really play with electricity, you know what I'm saying, day in, day out, and they, you know what I'm saying, know a little cheese and about how to get like a little bit more circuit breaker, a little bit more superchargers out, you know, and they know how to get that top tier damage, nothing missing. But, you know, so I keep it on sometimes in case I want to change my loadout, in case I want to run it, because, hey, I get my superchargers way quicker when I got this. And look, if I'm in a raid with a EOG spammer and they keep doing this, I'm gonna put this one on. I'm gonna spam my circuit breakers, because look, circuit breakers with electricity is almost like Berserker Rage. You know what I'm saying? With Rage, you run transformation card, Scrap of the Soul Cloak, and Eye of Gemini. You know why? So you can get more Berserks out, and you can just do more damage. With electricity, it's almost the damn near the same. Instead of you just being in combat, you can be ranged. And having this Scrap of the Soul Cloak on, just getting unlimited supercharges, getting you supercharged back, you gonna have way more circuit breakers to pop. And this is just an add-on. You know what I'm saying? Haven't really found the right sauce, but if you were rare, you could run the artifacts like Rage, you would just run transformation card, EOG, and Scrap of the Soul Cloak, and this will do you some justice, because once you know what I'm saying, start spamming that supercharge, you're gonna get some justice done, you know what I'm saying, with that free damage with the Eye of Gemini, and you know what I'm saying, getting you supercharged back. But for the most part, you got Grimorium Verum. This is another good artifact for single target. I love it. I don't always pop it. I might throw it on this loadout, you know what I'm saying, if I wanted to, but most part with electricity, you know what I'm saying, electricity is based around them crits, the dots, and with dots you need strategist card. Strategist card is beautiful with the dots, and what I have to say, I will rank the artifacts that you need for electricity: transformation card, strategist card, and I would say solar amplifier, just because you would use it for single target. You can use solar for AoE, but hey, look, you don't use actual heat vision in your AoE loadout, you know what I'm saying. You just use solar amplifier for might if you don't have other artifacts. All right, so transformation card, strategist card, and I'm gonna say solar amplifier, just because you can use these three artifacts for melee and single target. If you want a tight budget, this is the best way to go, in my opinion. All right, so that's all you really have. You got solar amplifier, strategist card, Aya Gemini, transformation card, amulet, scrap, and Grimoire. So this is really all the DPS artifacts, you know what I'm saying, that's really in the game, that's the most powerful ones, you know what I'm saying, basically the meta, what everybody's using. So really I use all my artifacts. So if you're looking for artifacts to get for electricity mainly, like I said, transformation card a must, you know what I'm saying, it gets the crits, you know what I'm saying. So you're gonna need solar amplifier for your single target loadout and strategist card for the dots. This is just by far the main 3 artifacts you can use for electricity, and you'll be able to get some decent good damage. You're not gonna get the best damage, but if you wanted to just stay on the budget and you don't have the artifacts to keep switching for different loadouts, those 3 would be the best ones to run. Now let's get into these white sockets. Yes sir. All right man, now look, this is my favorite part of the video, because look, I ain't gonna lie, I like to say it in every loadout video, but look, make sure you come to the base, and look, make sure you come pay rent, because if you don't pay rent, you're gonna be missing out on potential millions of damage. Say you go into a raid missing your backup, millions of damage. Say you missing your orbital strike, millions of damage. Say you missing your supply drop, millions of damage. You probably buffing people up, but millions of damage. And tactical mines, you don't want to get caught in a raid without your tactical mines. Cause look, you gonna hop in a raid, and you gonna see you missing max damage. Oh, 2% using the superpower increases your damage by 2%. You don't want to miss out on that. You don't want to miss out on your neck mine. Increases your might by 2% for 8 seconds when hit by an enemy with a harm or superpower. That's probably just your regular move. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to miss out on stuff like that, because that is potential damage. So make sure you always come here, pay your rent, you know what I'm saying, license for 60 days. You got 60 days to, you know what I'm saying, to figure it out. And source marks, I don't want to plug it, but you could obviously buy them out of the marketplace, or you can just farm your content. I got 1,300, well, about to be 1,300 from just, you know what I'm saying, doing content over and over and over again. So I know that people probably got more than this, but if I got 1293 and I play casually, you can get at least 500 playing casually. All right. So once you already paid rent, come over here to this vendor right here, and this is where you're gonna get your white sockets. All right. Now when I go over these white sockets, I'm going to be doing a might and precision at the same time. If I see a mod that won't go for precision, I will say so. But as of right now, the only mod I think for electricity that you would change in your whole mod system is your neck mod. All right, and I'm gonna go over it and let's get right. All right. So the first one we have is our duel with our weapon. All right, we always gonna need that blast adapter, so when we hit that weapon attack, we get that blast to hit every target around. So we need that extra damage. We don't want to miss out on that. It's just easy free damage that you barely have to do anything for. You need that. All right. So you have your head mod. Circuit Breaker Supercharge 3 grants 5% supercharge back when you use electricity circuit breaker. Now with electricity, everybody knows circuit breaker is the only supercharge you will be using. You don't run multiple supercharges with electricity because circuit breaker is just so broken. This is the equivalent to Rage's Berserk, and everybody knows what Berserk doing. All right. So you already know. If it's equivalent to Berserk, you already gonna know you want as many supercharges as you can get, because this is just ridiculous damage. All right. Now for your neck mod, this is where I meant to say, you know what I'm saying, this is where you change it. So if you're a might DPS, obviously you would be running escalating might 5, and if you're a precision DPS, you'll be escalating precision. That's the only difference that I see in my eyes. But let's keep going. You also have your back mod, which is accelerated Tesla ball. You will be using this for your precision side and your might side. You just want to get this move up as quickly as possible because it's a good supercharge builder. And having it in your precision loadout, it's easy to place it in there. Having it in your might loadout, it's guaranteed you need it in your loadout to do millions of damage. All right. So for your chest mod, this is always gonna be penetrating strikes until they do a buff or a nerf to other things. I used to think core strength was the better one to go to, but shout out to Obsidian Chill, he did a breakdown video, and he said penetrating strikes is the better one. So you just want to ignore that 2% defense and toughness. I think that has something to do with how we are in the tier system in DC, because we're like tier 10 right now. So I'm pretty sure the extra 2% not really doing much, so we just want to ignore that 2%. So I don't really know. I didn't really watch the video all the way through, but I know he said penetrating strikes is better than core strength. So I'm gonna go off of my man's word, because he be going down, he be breaking down the numbers, and I'm gonna provide this to you. I'm a vouch. Now for your leg mod never changes. You see, I still have Gadget's Taser Pull. Your leg mod will never matter unless you're a support role. So you don't even have to worry about this. If you want to, you can change it. If you know what I'm saying? If you don't really care, you don't have to. But as of right now, if y'all are looking for Gadget's video, I'm sorry. I said I was gonna give y'all that months ago. This is off the video. I'm sorry I didn't get y'all that Gadget's video months ago, but I don't know what it is, but hopefully I can get it to y'all soon. All right. So boom, the next mod you have is dashing combos. Now, you will need Warden Dervish in your loadout. You know what I'm saying? This is just a universal good move. If you're using melee for any power, you most likely have Warden Dervish in your loadout. And when you have Warden Dervish in your loadout, you want to have that thing to kick out for that extra free damage. This is maybe like 10, not 10, maybe the 20 to 40k of free damage you just hitting on the ad. So you just want to keep that in there. So when you come out your move, you can just tap square and you get extra burst of damage. Now, the only other mod you have left is max damage, and if you think you should be running any other power, any other thing in this thing, any other white socket in this hands instead of max damage, let me know. You know what I'm saying? You must be on some sauce that I never seen before. But what I know, you're gonna be running that max damage, all right? Now let's get into these loadouts, and we're gonna jig with your boy. All right, so this the moment you've been waiting for? This is what you've been looking for? The loadouts? Well, I'm gonna bless up. All right, now let me show you. This video, I'm actually gonna change it, you know what I'm saying? Because I have a melee loadout, I have an AoE loadout, and I have a single target loadout. Now, just for this video purposes, I wanna kinda, you know what I'm saying, hop on these targets. But then again, everybody just tested it on the 3 targets, you know? So I'm gonna just really test it on the 3 targets. But electricity, if you wanna go test it out, go test it out on them 5, 6, 8 targets over there. It's gonna be beautiful because electricity is beautiful with dots. I'm gonna actually get you a clip of it, and I'm gonna have it in the time links in the description. So first loadout we're gonna go over is my AoE loadout. All right. So my AoE loadout, it never changes. You know what I'm saying? It's still the same since my last video. It's still the same since about 3, 4, 5 years ago. You know. But for the most part, I'm not buffed. I'm gonna show you my stats. I'm sitting at 100k might. Base. If I change my artifacts around, I could get higher might, but as of right now, I'm running a transformation card, strategist card, and Grimoire. Now, I'm running my strategist card for my crits, I'm running my strategist card for the dots, and I'm running my Grim just for, you know, just for the extra free damage, because I'm not going to run Aya Gemini. I don't have supercharges to gain my free damage. I'm not going to run Scrapper Soul Club because I'm not spamming any supercharges, and I'm not just going to run Soul Amplifier because, I mean, I could. It gives me extra might, so I'm sitting at 101k, but it's not going to really do more. Like, it's not going to really give me extra damage. So I'm gonna use my Grimoire because it's gonna give me extra damage and gonna make the parcels look even better. All right, so boom, let's get into the loadout from left to right. So first you have Arc Lightning into Tesla Ball. Then you have Electrocute, Electrogenesis, Volt, Take Blast, and Circuit Breaker. Now I'm gonna show you how to do this loadout from left to right. It's not really, it's like kind of different, but if you're an electricity person and you know familiar with it, it's not really that hard. So when you start off this loadout from left to right, you will start off with Arc Lightning into Tesla Ball into Voltaic Blast. Then you will start back into Arc Lightning into Electrocute into Voltaic Blast. Then you will go back into Arc Lightning, Tesla Ball into Voltaic Blast, back into Arc Lightning, Electrogenesis, and Voltaic Blast. So basically, you're just running the same moves. These 3 moves right here are your dots. This move, I guess, just electrifies them, and this one, electrify enemies take additional damage. It's like the loadout is just basically like it's cookie cutter, you know. So it's just related from left to right. I'm going to show you a clip of what you should be getting, and I just want to say right now, off rip, your base damage for AoE should be like sitting at 100k or above. You know, if your damage drops below 100k, hey, just work on it. You know what I'm saying? So it's probably just a spawn target because the spawn targets don't show real damage of what you'll get in the raid because they have different circumstances. You know what I'm saying? You might just get a one shot. The tank might die. He can hit you first. You know, you don't know what can happen in a raid, or the tank might die. It might cause you to block and it could fuck up your whole rotation. So you really don't know what can happen. You know, so your damage can really vary. But in the real raid, you'll see it. In this, you really won't. But I'm gonna show you what you can get for parcels. Let's get right. All right, so I just wanted to point out that I didn't actually say it in the clip, but electricity is a dot power, and it really focuses around how many ads you have around. So really, 3 ads, you probably, I guess you can get 100K with it. You know, so I assumed you could, but you really can't. So really, if you test it out on more ads, of course you're gonna get over 100K because this is a dot power. You're gonna see a lot more dots because this is what this power is based around. My first parcel might be 100K, and which it is, because electricity just really revolves around a lot of ads. If you have a lot of ads, it's gonna go insanely good with this loadout because look, so many dots coming left and right. You just gotta love it. What that is, 141K crit. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of ads. Now most powers not gonna come over here and just do 141K crit. This one it's more safer because it's gonna hit everything, and you don't have to miss out on anything. As long as you hit every move on time, you're not missing out on any damage, and you're gonna hit everything. It's not like you have to rearrange yourself. I mean, put yourself in a certain position so you can hit everything. It's just gonna marinate, and that's what I like about electricity, because not many powers could just roll them dots off along. I mean, nature does it, and nature does it for a while. I don't know why I said that, because nature does do it for a while, and nature is even more beautiful than electricity, in my opinion. But hey, that is the AoE loadout. So I'm gonna get into this the melee loadout, and now the melee loadout is extremely different because I have one artifact that fucking kills you. Let's get right. All right, man, look, you gotta love the Hesy style, and this is my favorite style. You gotta love the Hesy style. Now look, let's get into the video. So look, this is my melee loadout. Now, as you see, I just caught on my robot sidekick, and it damaged me. I use any move, it's gonna damage me because of my artifact I'm using. It's called an amulet. Now, at the same time, as I use the amulet, it attacks me, you know what I'm saying? It damages me. But at the same time, every power I use, I get increase my might by 3% per stack, up to 10 stacks for 6 seconds. So every power I move, I get a 3% might, a 3% might stack. So as you can see right now, my might is 105K. I keep popping moves and keep popping them, it'll go up. I'm not gonna keep going, but see, it's at 114K right now, which is an extremely difference. All right, the amulet is strong. If you have good healers, you're gonna go crazy. But for this showcase, I'm gonna be using the strategist card over the Grimorium because, like I said, electricity is more, you know what I'm saying, it's dot based. So you know, so I'd rather use the strategist card over the Grimorium in this case because I already have a move that's gonna give me my PI, and I don't need the Grimorium to give me a PI because my Arc Lightning does that. So let's get into the loadout from left to right. You have Arc Lightning, Tesla Ball, Metallic Blast, Whirling Dervish, Robot Sidekick, and Circuit Breaker. This loadout is pretty left to right. You know, you don't have to really worry about much. It's really left to right marinate. All right. So I'm gonna show you all the damage you can get from it. Now with this loadout, you should be able to get 100K because Whirling Dervish just goes insane. So let's get right and let's see what's good. Word to it, I heard the Hesy style give you 10% damage bonus, but look, that's just Hesy speaking. All right, now as you can see with electricity, I got 102K parts, 115, 110K, 117K to start off with. It's because, hey, Whirling Dervish is a strong ass power, and because you don't have to really wait for your dots to build up the damage. You want to have the damage already there, because once you know what I'm saying, get that one Arc Lightning out, Arc Lightning is your one dot, you're gonna burst that dot and just marinate. And just wait for a Tesla Ball to come off cooldown, set everything up, set up your PI, set up your Tesla Ball, Voltaic Blast, shock them, and look, you just marinate. So this move, you know, it's really crazy because once you put this in your AoE loadout, I mean, not your AoE, once you put the amulet on and you use this with that, is so much stronger. I cannot stress this enough. I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna just show you what the max might I could put my stealth at right now without killing myself. Cause when you sitting at like 140k might, and you already hitting what? You're already getting 117k crits off of just what? Your regular moves. Now look, and that's my 10 stacks right there. So at 10 stacks, I have 124k might. That's without having a buff troll in there. That's without having 2 buff trolls in there if I got them, you know. Cause if I have 120k base off of me, I'm not even popping compound. I'm not popping a nitro. I'm already at 120k. If I pop a compound, I pop a soda cola, I'll probably be at 130k might base. I get a control up in there, I might go up 20k might. I might go up 10k might, depending on how the artifacts look. This is just, it's just beautiful and it's real easy to use. So let's get into this single target loadout, and then I'm gonna catch up with the precision. All right, so I'm editing this video as I'm going through it, and I'm already at 21 minutes, so I'm trying to make shit as quickly as possible. All right, so as you see, I'm still not buffed. The artifacts I'm running is transformation card, solar amplifier, and strategist card, sitting on 101k might. And the loadout from left to right is iconic drain, amplify heat vision, arc lightning, and Tesla ball. The only way you can make your heat vision blue like mine, the only way you can make it blue is if you have your solar amplifier up to rank, I think, 120. And once it's at 120, you'll get that your eye beam overheats and explodes. You know what I'm saying? It explodes and it gets that 10% eye beam damage. So once you know what I'm saying, get that, it turns blue. All right. So when you're looking at your single target damage, I'm pretty sure like a 70 to 80k parser is what you're going to be looking for. But I think that's when you get 70 to 80k parser, you're buffed or you have buff trolls. But for the most part, I think the damage you should be looking for as on a single target loadout is made in like 65k, 70k. You want to sit up in that range. That's my guess, you know. So I'm gonna just go over it left and right. Gotta go 59k parser. That's all I can really say. I'm gonna let you just look at the damage and you can just tell it for yourself. 54k. Most powers like gadgets, if you come over here on a single target, you're gonna be tearing the brakes off that muff. You're gonna be hitting 66k parsers off your first parse. You know what I'm saying? You go powers like fire. Fire's gonna come over here and tear the brakes off the sparring target. Electricity is really an AoE, you know what I'm saying? Moving power. It's electricity's strong point is not single target, but when you got an EOG spam in there and you spamming circuit breakers, best believe you at your strong point then. Alright? So you can see my parse is not really that high. The highest one I got is 66k. I'm almost kind of messing up because now I'm kind of rushing, trying to do the video and trying to do my loadout. But as you can see, the highest I got 66k. I go back to another 66k. Let's see if we can get a 67 just for the video. We're gonna see what the next one is. Just for the video purposes, 47k. That bitch dropped like a motherfucker. But as you can see, the single target loadout is from left to right. It's very much simple. You don't have to worry about really much, you know. But the main thing about your single target, you're gonna want to keep circuit breaker. Don't put no neo venom boost in there, because like I said, circuit breaker is the only good supercharge for this loadout. If you got some spammers up in there, you can get more supercharges. Now, say you just in a raid, you see somebody spamming supercharges, and you can get. You know what I'm saying? You could probably go crazy, even more crazy with more superchargers. So what I would probably do, I've actually tried it once and it actually worked out well. I've taken off my heat vision and I've put it on Scrapper the Soul Cloak just to shit out more superchargers. Because if he's going to keep spamming them, I'm going to keep popping them. And as I pop them, I'm going to get superchargers back. And that's just going to increase my damage even more. Because Circuit Breaker, it's just that. It's just that and some more. All right? Now I'm going to keep it a G. Let's get into these precision loadouts. Let's get right. Precision DPSs. This is for you. I did not lay y'all out this video because I knew y'all would want it. Now look, I don't have a specific breakdown video like I have for my might DPSs because I got this gameplay before I went back main might. So any other videos with the loadouts coming in the future, I'm sorry to say I probably won't have the precision side done. I probably won't. I probably just will mainly focus on my might side just because I'm a main might DPS. That's what I like seeing. That's what I like doing. But for the most part, for my boys that want to go precision, I'm going to help y'all as best way as I can. I'm not the best precision DPS. I'm not going to get constant 70k parsers, constant 60ks, because I'm not really a tick canceling god. But for the most part, I can give you the loadout, and with practice makes perfect. So if you go out there and practice on that sparring target, go out there and practice in that raid, you will soon get better, and you won't have to worry about this. You know what I'm saying? You just have to worry about working on your loadout. But for the most part, you will not be using tornado pull, cyclone push, none of that, because Tesla ball is an amazing supercharge generator. And when I mean supercharge generator, I'm not talking about the actual move, because Tesla ball is damn near better than a supercharge generator. Every tick you get, it builds a supercharge. So what you want to do, main that, all right? You're really just trying to get your forward tick. That's where your damage really coming from your weapon. The main thing you're trying to just look at is the loadout and what you need to be popping. So that's what I got for y'all in the video. For the most part, you can look at my parsers, but what I'm trying to show y'all is the loadout. I'm sorry that I'm not the best precision, but I'm gonna give y'all my best knowledge and what I parse. I think I parsed at 177K, but that's about it. Obviously, if I got 170K, you could probably keep getting the 70K correct. All right, so look, if you just keep practicing, you will soon get it. Now let's get into this AoE precision. All right, so the main part y'all been looking for, the precision AoE loadout. Now, all you can see, I still have my Tesla ball. Still have everything basically the same. All I did was take out one move, and that's phase dodge, and I threw in the vortex trap so I can get out of my precision, my brawling precision, you know what I'm saying, weapon mastery, out a lot quicker. So I'm using 3 different items or 3 different moves to get out of that thing quickly. It just goes perfectly. All right. So I have vortex trap to get out of it quickly. I have rolling dervish so I can get out of it quickly, and it was one Pacific time capsule I opened, and I got the holographic Dcuo. It's one that it's just like 2 or 3 time capsules back that I opened, and the holographic Dcuo actually helps you get out of your precision weapon mastery also. So this is a great add-on. If you don't have it, don't worry. You're gonna be missing out some damage because you're not gonna get out of one of them, like 1 of 3. So basically, if you have just 2 moves, you're gonna be set. You're gonna say it's gonna be cookie cutter. It's not really that hard to use, and it's real easy. So the part of the video everybody's been looking for, you know, my thoughts on electricity. I mean, the thoughts have never changed. I don't know if I've done one in the past. I think I have done an electricity video, but hey, electricity is just beautiful, you know. So I love it mainly for the dots. That's the main reason I love it. If you don't have any ads around, a lot of ads, you're not gonna really getting that much damage as you really should be, you know. But I love this power. I love a lot of powers in the game. Some are more stronger than others. Electricity is definitely on the stronger side of the power spectrum. But hey, I love this power. It's an ad beauty. If you don't have ads, you don't have damage. You know what I'm saying? You might have some if you got a circuit breaker. I mean, AOG spamming healer, so you can pop out some circuit breakers. But that's the main thing I love about electricity, because it's almost identical to rage. You have one supercharge you can spam so many times, and it's just so much damage. I just love circuit breaker. I love berserk, and it's damn near the same. So man, this video ended up being 27 some minutes. I hope y'all boys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, your league mates, the people that's in the watchtower that barely do damage. Hey man, I'm trying my best, and hope to see y'all boys in the next video.